Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Alika Adelia, and in this video I'm going to explain about genre and grammar and text and context based on chapter 1 in systemic functional linguistics. But before we start the material, I want to show you the mind mapping first. Here's the mind map. The first material is about grammar. Grammar is how language is put together and how it works to help us understand how text works. In grammar, there is characterizing language. There are several grammar that distinguishes characterizing language, such as traditional grammar, formal grammar, and functional grammar. The first is traditional grammar. Traditional grammar aims to describe the grammar of standard English by comparing with Latin and focuses on rules for producing correct sentences. Jadi, dalam traditional grammar ini lebih fokus kepada aturan yang berlaku untuk membentuk suatu kalimat yang benar. And the second one is formal grammar. Informal grammar concerned to describe the structure of the sentences. In another word, a set of rules which allow or disallow certain sentence structures. Nah, biasanya dalam formal grammar ini merupakan pembelajaran yang terdapat di suatu sekolah, karena dalam formal grammar ini yang dipelajari itu seperti speech act-nya. The third is functional grammar. Functional grammar view language as a resource for making meaning. Jadi dalam pembelajaran functional grammar ini, dia berfokus kepada makna yang ingin disampaikan pada suatu teks. Karena dalam functional grammar mereka melihat atau menghubungkan antara teks dengan konteksnya, sehingga makna yang ingin disampaikan dapat kita pahami. The next material is about context and text connection. We need a model of language that help us understand how text work to make meaning that is related with the context-text connection. We can see the meaning by seeing the first, context of culture, and the second is context of situation. The first is context of culture. In context of culture, divided into three parts. The first is being. Being refers to who we are, and then doing refers to what we do, and the last is saying refers to what we say. And the next is context of situations. Also consists of three parts. The first is field, second is tenor, and the third is mode. Field refers to what's going on or what is the topic. Jadi menjelaskan tentang apa yang sedang diperbincangkan atau yang sedang dibahas. And then tenor refers to social relationship, or we can say who made it. And the last is mode, refers to how language is being used. Jadi dengan melihat apakah form yang tersedia itu written or spoken. And the next material about understanding text, reconstructing the context, consists of three parts. The first is ideational meanings, meaning about phenomena, things going on, or we can say what happened. And then interpersonal meaning, express speaker's attitude and judgment, or we can say what speaker want to say. Dalam interpersonal meaning ini berkaitan dengan mood and modality yang akan dijelaskan pada chapter 2. And the third or the last one is textual meanings. Textual meanings express the relation of language to its environment. Ini tuh masih juga berkaitan dengan apakah form yang disediakan itu written or spoken. The last material is about genre. Genre is a text type which result from using language written or spoken to accomplish something. Jadi, dengan adanya genre ini tentu akan membedakan suatu jenis teks sehingga akan mempengaruhi analisis suatu SFL-nya itu sendiri atau analisis suatu bahasa itu sendiri. Okay, that's enough from me about the explanation of chapter 1. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.